Alrighty, sorry about that. My mic seemed to be out of position, and I'm not sure why. Hey there, it's Val. Welcome back to Skyrim Zahjira's Travels. We are in the beginning of the Tower of Mzark, so we shall see what Zahjira and her friends find out here. Are you all ready? Khajiit is ready. Let's see what we can find, yes? Okay. The doors are open. Khajiit hears lots of machinery. But it seems as if it's coming from beyond that door. So as long as Khajiit and her friends don't go through yet. Hint, hint. We should be quite free to look around and acquire things. Ooh, what is this? The armor's challenged by Mimophis? 300 years ago, when Kataria became empress, the first and only Dummer to rule all of Tamriel, she faced opposition from the Imperial Council. Even after she convinced them that she would be the best regent to rule the empire, while her husband Pelagius sought treatment for his madness, there was still conflict, in particular from the Duke of Vencheto, Thane Mingulmeyer, who took a particular delight in exposing all of the Empress's lack of practical knowledge. In this particular instant, Kataria and the council were discussing the unrest in Blackmarsh and the massacre of Imperial troops outside the village of Armenius. The sodden swampland and the sweltering climate, in particular in summertide, would endanger the troops if they wore their usual armor. "I know a very clever armorer," said Kataria. "His name is Hazadr, an Argonian who knows the environments our army will be facing. I knew him in Vivec, where he was a slave to the master armorer there, before he moved to the Imperial City as a freedman. We should have him design armor and weaponry for the campaign." Mingulmeyer gave a short, barking laugh. "She wants a slave to design the armor and weaponry for our troops. Sir Rola Sakis is the finest armorer in the Imperial City. Everyone knows that." After much debate, it was finally decided to have both armorers contend for the commission. The council also elected 2 champions of equal power and prowess, Nandor Biriad and Raphaelas Yule, to battle using the arms and armaments of the real competitors in the struggle. Whichever champion won, the armorer who supplied him would earn the Imperial Commission. It was decided that Biriad would be outfitted by Hazadr and Yule by Sakis. The fight was scheduled to commence in 7 days. Sorolus Sakis began work immediately. He would have preferred more time, but he recognized the nature of the test. The situation in Armenius was urgent. The Empire had to select their armor quickly, and once selected, the preferred armor had to act swiftly and produce the finest armor and weaponry for the Imperial army in Blackmarsh. It wasn't just the best armor they were looking for, it was also the most efficient. Sakis had only begun steaming the half-inch strips of black virgin oak to bend into bands for the flanges of the armor joints when there was a knock at his door. His assistant Phandius ushered in the visitor. It was a tall reptilian of common markings, a dull green fringed hood, bright black eyes, and a dull brown cloak. It was Hazadr, Kataria's preferred armorer. "I wanted to wish you the best of luck on that. Is that ebony?" It was indeed. Sakis had bought the finest quality ebony weave available in the Imperial City as soon as he'd heard of the competition and had begun the process of smelting it. Normally it was a 6-month procedure refining the ore, but he hoped that a massive convection oven stoked by white flames born of magicka would shorten the operation to 3 days. Sakis proudly pointed out the other advancements in his armory. The acidic lime pools to sharpen the blade of the daikatana to an unimaginable degree of sharpness. The akaviri forge and tongs he would use to fold the ebony back and forth upon itself. Hazardor laughed. "Have you been to my armory? It's 2 tiny smoke-filled rooms. The front is a shop. The back is filled with broken armor, some hammers, and a forge. That's it. That's your competition for the millions of gold pieces in Imperial Commission." "I'm sure the Empress has some reason to trust you to outfit her troops," said Sorolla Sakis kindly. He had, after all, seen the shop, and knew what Hazardor said was true. It was a pathetic workshop in the slums, fit only for the lowliest of adventurers to get their iron daggers and cuirasses repaired. Sakis had decided to make the best quality regardless of the inferiority of his rival. It was his way, and how he became the best armorer in the Imperial City. Out of kindness, and more than a bit of pride, Sakis showed Hazardor how, by contrast, things should be done in a real professional armory. The Argonian acted as an apprentice to Sakis, helping him refine the ebony ore and to pound it and fold it when it cooled. Over the next several days, they worked together to create a beautiful daikatana with an edge honed sharp enough to trim a mosquito's eyebrows, enchanted with flames all along its length by one of the Imperial battle mages, as well as a suit of armor of bound wood, leather, silver, and ebony to resist the winds of oblivion. On the day of the battle, Sakis, Hazardor, and Fandius finished polishing the armor and brought in Raphius Yule for the fitting. Hazardor left only then, realizing that Nandor Beriad would be at his shop shortly to be outfitted. The 2 warriors met before the Empress and Imperial Council in the arena, which had been flooded slightly to simulate the swampy conditions of Blackmarsh. From the moment Sakis saw Yule in his suit of heavy ebony and blazing daikatana, and Beriad in his collection of dusty, rusted lizard scales and spear from Hazardor's shop, he knew who would win. And he was right. The first blow from the daikatana lodged in Beriad's soft shield, as there was no metal trim to deflect it. Before Yule could pull his sword back, Beriad let go of the now flaming shield still stuck on the sword, and poked at the joints of Yule's ebony armor with his spear. Yule finally retrieved his sword from the ruined shield and slashed at Beriad. But his light armor was scaled and angled, and the attacks rolled off into the water, extinguishing the daikatana's flames. When Beriad struck at Yule's feet, he fell into the churned mud and was unable to move. The Empress, out of mercy, called a victor. Hazardor received the commission, and thanks to his knowledge of Argonian battle tactics and weaponry and how best to combat them, he designed implements of war that brought down the insurrection in Armanius. Cataria won the respect of the council, and, even grudgingly, that of Thane Minglemire. Cerilius Sakis went to Morrowind to learn what Hazardor learned there, and was never heard from again. Khajiit thinks the moral of that story is to pick your weapons and based on where you are. Well, in your armor too, but it's a shame. All those books are ruined. It doesn't feel damp in here. She's not sure why they're ruined. She doesn't really see skeevers lunching on them, or she doesn't see any signs of it anyway. But, alas, seems that they are all destroyed. Ooh, dwarven helmet. She will run off with that. Oh, she did not want a ruined book. Ooh. She might have one of those, but she will check. Oh, dang it, she did it again. Alright. Let's see if she can find these ruined books in her backpack and get rid of them. There. She needs... She wants it to check that ring. She already... Oh, that's... Ooh, that's an even better one. Alright, well, she is going to wear that, have that one instead. Yes, an upgrade. Fabulous. Hello, Mini Trail on Mixer, sorry. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I don't recall seeing your name before, so I will give you a quick once-over as to what's going on. I am doing a serious roleplay stream, and that is indicated by the semi-transparent icon, or I guess it's an icon sort of, in the upper left-hand corner of the screen that says SRP. And when I am not in a screen like the one you're looking at currently, I will be in character as Zahjira, the Khajiit Arcane Archer. If you are encouraged to roleplay in the chat as well, and I have guidelines that I can read out to you if that's something you're interested in doing. If you do not care to roleplay or you want to ask questions that are not in character, please put OOC in front of the whatever you put, because it helps me when I'm looking around to know that that's not something that Zahjira needs to respond to. I try to pause periodically to respond to OOC comments, but I may not respond to them as quickly as I do in character comments. And in fact, let me just put some information in chat for you. And it will also list a few other commands you can run, which will give you some more information. In any case, welcome, and hope you enjoy the stream. Come on, wake up and show the information in Mixer. I know you're there, ScottyBot. You were doing stuff earlier. Alright, I do not know why ScottyBot is not. Watch, I'll paste in the information, and ScottyBot will promptly answer it. Answer what I put in. So, anyway, ScottyBot is apparently not responding properly, so I might have to answer any questions you have myself. The heck? Not sure why that got put in chat. That has to be because of my voice. Press the V key. I typed in Skyrim. I don't know. Anyway, that's my voice commands for the game that typed in that weirdness. Please ignore that. That was a testing command. Every now and then it thinks I'm trying to test, and I'm not. All right. Well, I'm going to get back to the game and enjoy the stream. Once I get back to the actual game. There we go. Is there anything else up here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Khajiit will have that. Yeah, she doesn't think that this particular thing in the center there was there to start with. Oh, some more of this stuff. Alright, what else do we have here? Quill. Khajiit believes she can use paper for things. And there's another scroll. A few things. Alright. What do we have in here? There we go. What the heck is a... This scroll says it summons a Draugr Sidur. Khajiit doesn't know what that is. Could be handy, though. It's a Draugr of some description. She knows what a regular Draugr looks like, but this is apparently not a regular one. Alright. Khajiit thinks we're done in this room. Those pipes don't look like they originally pointed in this room. It looks like they've been pushed through the ceiling, and they must have run across above the ceiling before Earth collapsed up above it and pushed them down and broke it in half. This might have actually been kind of a nice place to be before that. Now it's kind of steamy and hot. Ooh. Oh, what? Okay. This... What? It's... Well, it's definitely a dwarven contraption. She's never seen anything like it. Of course, she's only seen a few dwarven contraptions, but this one is particularly different. Actually, Khajiit wants... Whoop! This is not quite what she meant to do, but okay, she wanted to check out this side, because you never know what you might find, but she meant to go around the bottom, not to fall down. Hi guys, yes, you took the sensible way down, like Khajiit. She'll try not to fall off again. Okay. Does... Oh, she sees what might be a dispenser. Where does this go? Alright, we'll investigate that in a minute. Whoa. It's very pretty. But you suspect it has more of a function than to be pretty. Oh, maybe this is the big machine to read the Elder Scroll? Which she still has yet to find? Possibly, and any books that might have helped answer that question are destroyed. It's a shame. Yes, yes, it does look like a place where many people were sitting and studying something, or watching something. Okay, so that possibly is the controls up there, and she doesn't think that's a dispenser now, but she's going to check. If it's a dispenser, it's an empty one, because for whatever reason, the mechanisms before they're activated, if they're in a dispenser, Khajiit can tell with her spell. And let's check. Alright, so this goes somewhere taller than this. If it goes up. Okay. Nothing. Alright. Oh. Khajiit was so busy looking at the dwarven thing, she didn't see this poor soul. There's nothing on this poor soul to tell her who he was. But perhaps this book on the floor might. Ah yes, Journal of Drocht? I weren't never one for writing about my life. The king priests of old deserve their stories told, but Drocht is the simple man. So this isn't no journal, and I'm not telling any stories here. But this infernal machine done worked its way into my brain space, and I won't leave till it's figured out. The whole contraption just sets like a dead horker if it doesn't have the box. Putting the box in the hole made it all come to life. 5 rings, but only 4 buttons? Most of them don't work most of the time anyhows. When the lights line up, more open, but they don't seem to help. Just make another damn thing move. The old fleabag Khajiit what sold me this cube said something about the light through the knowledge through the cube... Oh, wait. The light through the knowledge, through the machine, rests on the cube. I remember because he made me say it back to him till I wanted to throttle him. So I did. Tried to leave, but wolves to the top and them eyeless freaks outside the tower. Gotta stay here till I get it right. And I will get it right. Khajiit guesses he never got it right? The light through the knowledge, through the machine, rests on the cube. I think what the Khajiit was trying to tell him was that the light through the Elder Scroll then goes through the machine onto the cube and inscribes it, the knowledge there, but perhaps the Khajiit didn't know all the details that this Khajiit knows. Khajiit will take that. She might have to consult it again. Well, Khajiit hopes she has better luck at figuring out how to do this thing. Alright. There's 4 controls and 3 rings, huh? Alright, yes, there are 4. And let's, Khajiit thinks she doesn't need to sneak right now. Okay. Now, Khajiit has a cube that she got from... why can she never remember his name? Septimus. Septimus. There. Okay. But Khajiit doesn't have an Elder Scroll to put in it. Does she? Ooh. Ah, that's why he never figured it out, because there is no scroll to put into it. Khajiit is guessing. So of course it never did anything. Alright. Well, Khajiit will keep that.
I can't imagine what happened to the dwarves. How could a race with the capability to build a place like this simply vanish?
Khajiit has wondered that herself. Perhaps they simply decided to leave and went somewhere else. And it must have been a sudden decision, given all the things left behind. Alright, well, Khajiit does not have an Elder Scroll. She's pretty sure she would remember collecting one of those. Now, yes. So if this is the Tower of Mzark, the scroll isn't here. Alright, well. Come on, fellas. Khajiit thinks that we need to leave. Excellent. And look for the actual scroll. At least we know where to take it now. Oh, this is inside. So is there... Oh, there's the lever. Khajiit wonders if she could manipulate one from outside. If she had the right spell. This is out... Speaking of outside, this is outside. This is extremely outside. Khajiit was so... She saw the light and went, oh, that's just the blue light. No, no, it's the sunlight in the sky. Oh. Someone was this... Someone was here recently enough to put a... thing there. But who? Well, whoever it is, they didn't leave much of importance behind. Aside from the tent. Okay, well, they left something. Well, it's Khajiit's now. If she finds out who is here and they're not an asshat, she will probably give the stuff back. Frozen potato. Okay.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Okay. Bandits. They're not getting the stuff back.
I will send you in to die.
Victory's yours, I said.
No, you guys say that and then you turn around and attack anyway. And besides, Karjo doesn't seem inclined to give you any quarter. Ouch. Khajiit hopes you're alright there. She will check you in a moment. You seem to be intact. Good. So what is this sword that's flying down here? Ah. Alright. She doesn't see anything except for the gold that she really wants to take. Alrighty, so... yeah, bandits. She should have guessed. Just in case. Alright, she needs to give Quadoja some more steel bolts, she thinks. Oh, that weighs 10, so no, she won't take that. That weighs 35, no, Khajiit has to watch her weight. Yeah, that's too heavy. Well, that's pretty big. And heavy. Ebony boots, huh? Khajiit thinks she'll take that and the shield. Karjo. Khajiit thinks you already have an ebony shield. Yes, he does. She's gonna drop some of the Fulmer things on these guys. That one is actually worth something. Ah, it was this. That wasn't. Nor these. Alright. Dojo.
Good to see you again.
Indeed, Khajiit has some things.
Good. Our things are many. Let us find the appropriate balance.
Khajiit has for you. It's more steel bolts. There you go.
Goodbye.
She is having trouble getting into this knapsack. Look, would you go away? No, they're not going to be needing any apples. So where is Khajiit? You have wandered quite far from where Khajiit thought she was. Alftand. That's how far. When you think about it, this cave, it goes like this. Because we came in at that side of the cave and we're going out this side. That is huge. Alright, well. Back in. Once the boys come and join her. Alright, fellas. Actually, let's see. What did that guy's journal say was outside? Pretty sure it didn't say bandits. What was his name? Journal, there it is. There it is. Journal of Drocht. Tried to leave, but wolves to the top and them eyeless freaks outside the tower. Ah, so the eyeless freaks would be the Falmer, and the wolves to the top. Well, obviously, well, he's been dead for a while, so the wolves are long gone and been replaced by bandits. Alright, well. Oh. Apparently, that just all kind of crumbled to dust when Khajiit tried to light it. That's a shame. She did, however, manage to light the one brand that was left. It's not going to provide any warmth, but at least there's some light. Khajiit thinks she's going to sit down for a minute, take a little bit of a breather. You fellas should probably, too, have a bite to eat. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Let's see. What would Khajiit like to have? She feels like something substantial. Obviously something cooked. A leg of goat. That sounds lovely. Cooked leg of goat. Ah, that's very, very good. And she would like to have... a sweet roll. She is getting a little tired of sweet rolls. It's the only dessert she's had for a while now, but it'll do. It's sweet. She's just going to close her eyes. She's not going to fall asleep. She's just going to do a little bit of meditation and think about things that have been happening recently. Does that sound good to you, boys? All right. Yeah, she's been learning a lot. But she does find as she learns more things, the newer things take longer to get to learn. as it were. She has been using her bow a lot. Perhaps she has improved her skill with them. She thinks she has, actually. What else? Now, she's also been using her magic. Perhaps she has learned something there? Although she has been outside a lot. Possibly. She has learned something more. She has been using illusion. Not yet, apparently. Not an illusion. Perhaps her healing. Perhaps a little bit. Not where she meant to look. Yes. She does think she's learned a few things. Right. If you fellas are ready, Khajiita's ready. Are you ready? They're ready. Anytime you would like to come this way, that would be lovely. Excellent. Ah, there's the boys. Time to sneak, fellas. Alright. So did we look down that way? Yes, Khajiit thinks so. Yes, because we kind of looped around the tower. Yes, 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 okay. She does want to make sure she gets as much ore as she can whilst looking for what we're actually supposed to be here for. Alright, so that should be safe enough to grab this, Khajiit thinks. Alright. It just kind of boggles Khajiit's mind how far underneath this cave goes. Alright. Has Khajiit... She has not looked that way. And she hears the song of a Nirnroot. Very close. Must be around this rock. Yes, there it is. Alright. Khajiit is thinking she didn't look over here. No, she must have, because those are broken open. Well, at least they're she thinks she broke those open. It's possible that wasn't Khajiit. Oh, what is this? Oh. And Khajiit has been here, or somebody has. She doesn't remember that. Or at least if... She does remember this fall, but she doesn't remember looking up and seeing this. It's always a good idea to look up. You never know what you're going to see. Oh, speaking of seeing. Alright. Oh my. Alright. Khajiit does not think she can send a trap far enough to deal with that. She's pretty sure she can't send one that far. Alright, let's go back this way, fellas. Let's make sure we have checked all the ground. We're gonna cross and go over that bridge. I'd like to have all the area near the center with that light looked at. Because then when we come back, we know that's the center we need to go to. That's kind of been Zahjira's strategy, going around the edges. And as tempting as it is, not going up into the center until she's sure the edges are done. As tempting as it is. Okay, nothing here. That's a natural support pillar. Okay. Not what Khajiit expected to find underneath. There's one over there. Alright, there's a whole bunch under here.
In war, it is often iron that turns the tide. 5 farmers with cheaply made iron swords may vanquish a well-paid knight dressed in steel.
Thank you for that story, Wadojo. Y'all might want to come over here, because I have a feeling we might need it. Let's do the closest one first. That's not it. Okay. All right. Ah. Good. Just the one. That makes Khajiit feel better. Alright, so we have to remember there's something underneath that she wants to get. And we're gonna have to go up and around. Yeah, she doesn't think she can cast it from here. But she will try. If she can get a slightly better angle, she will try. No, it's too far away. That's what she thought. Oh dear, are we going to be able to get back up? Possibly around this way. Through the water. Or, in Khajiit's case, over the water. Okay. Okay, nothing in that one. Let's just break it. It bothers Khajiit. She supposes a better way to say it, is there anything close enough to hatching in that one? Because it is a cocoon of some description. Alright. Too far away. Really? Going to notice the flames at some point. No. She needs a double. No, she needs a double on these guys. Oh, how close to Khajiit has to be? Standing on his head? At some point he's going to trigger. Oh, That is not what Khajiit meant to do. Finally. You got me with that one, Arander. Come on. Ouch. Khajiit's turn to get shot by her friends. Khajiit knows you didn't mean to do that on purpose. Ow. Where'd it go?
I always felt a great deal of guilt running from Nightcaller Temple and leaving my friends to die. I'll never forgive myself for that.
But... Khajiit is sorry you're still feeling guilty right now, but where did it go? Khajiit wasn't watching. She didn't see what happened to its remains. They don't just poof. Did it fall inside the pedestals somehow? Was there like a little trap door that sucked it under to repair it? She doesn't see any trapdoors. But it's gone. She did see a fall, so it's gone, but she doesn't know where it went. Unless it fell off the bridge somehow. No, she doesn't see anything. Alright, well, fine. What are the mysteries of life? Things vanishing somehow. They really are too big to vanish, but they do anyway. It's possible, she supposes, it might have some sort of teleport spell on it, that particular one, that if it fell it would be teleported back to be repaired. Khajiit has a teleport spell, but it doesn't last very long because it makes her invisible and she goes somewhere and then it teleports her back after like 30 seconds to where she was. So, well, could be something like that. Some interesting things over there. That would be over the void? Oh, well, that was cool. You're just showing off, aren't you? Alright, well. Okay, so that is that way. This is this way. Let's have a look around. Oh. Okay, there's another one. Okay. Oops. All right. Let's make sure all the eggs are removed so they don't hatch again. Any more? All right. All right, she thinks that's probably all of them. All right. Alright, it is time for me to cycle to the next stream, so if you're watching on YouTube, please look at the upcoming live streams section for the next episode, which should be 3.026 if I got my numbers correct. And I will be back in about 5 minutes, so if you're watching on Twitch or Mixer, the stream will end for a short period of time, and then I'll be back with the next episode. Hope you've been enjoying the stream, and I will be right back with more Zahjira's Travels in Skyrim. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I didn't need to go to fine. Thank you. So much for a good segue. Ah, well. It is fallen into tattered ruins.
Yeah, she'd like to sneak the darkest corners we see.